everybody. Come on in. Come on in for a show tonight. Listen,
Yes.
we're going to be discussing the coronavirus. We know that is the talk of the town, the talk of the airways.
Yes.
Journalists, reporters, the media, the left wing, right wing, all wings
All
are
wings.
talking about the coronavirus and what that means for you.
That's
So that's
right.
what we're going to be talking about today. And we're probably going to be taking some calls too, because we want to know what your thoughts are about all of this. So that and so much more. I don't even want to prolong the time. Are we up on all portals?
We're up on all portals.
Okay, hit
Hit
it,
it,
y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. We're your host, Diamond and Silk and Silko Silk.
Diamond, old diamond.
What a longer week.
Ooh, yes.
But before we get started with the show, listen, I want you to start right now. I want you to share this video. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, diamondandsilk.com, share this video. On YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I heard you were supposed to receive a notification, even though I'm looking at the comments in YouTube, and Sandy C said, I did not get an alert. So that's how it is when you playing with these here social media platforms. So please share, you all. Sharing is caring. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to this coronavirus. We know that has been like the talk. It literally have paralyzed and have shut everything down.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And so what we want you to share, I'm just trying to do all of my little small talk.
Yeah.
To make sure. Thank you everybody for your love, for your support, for those that was checking on Diamond and Silk, because all of the rumors that you heard out in the media, the lies. And what I want you all to understand is if Diamond and Silk don't tell you, it's probably a straight up gutter written nasty ass lie.
That's right.
That's why I don't even respond to it.
That's right.
I started to respond to it.
She started.
And it was going to be real nasty. Then I had to catch myself.
Had to will on back in.
Because it wasn't even, none of the stuff what you were saying was true. When you assume, when you journalists and you reporters assume stuff, you make an ass out of you, yourself, and the rest of the people that choose to read your BS.
That's right. And you know, we just came from Texas last week.
Oh my God. Everybody in Texas, a sold out show.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for showing out.
Welcome, Texas.
Showing out for
Yes.
Diamond and Silk. Sheriff AJ Lauterback.
Yes.
Who gave us these beautiful cowboy hats.
Yes.
Thank you so much to the lovely lady that made the beautiful Diamond and Silk cookies. Seem like my mouth want to salivate.
Oh.
Because I have been gravitating to them.
To the cookies.
And then for this pecan company,
yes,
that gave us stuff like crackers with pecans in it.
Oh.
And I ate this pie with nothing but pecans in it. Oh, it was so delicious.
Yes.
I love stuff like
the
that.
Coated pecans and
so thank you all so much. We had a lovely time.
And Bethany and Lucius.
Thank you all so much. And you know what? Everything is big in Texas, and wonderful hospitality.
Yes,
wonderful
and the audience,
hospitality.
Everybody that received us, all of the love and the hugs. I mean, just thank you so much. It was amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, why are the people hoarding toilet paper? We're going to get into it tonight. I just want to just go ahead on and make 2 disclaimers.
Let's make it.
First of all, Diamond and Silk, we are not reporters. We are just opinionators.
That's right.
We're giving our opinion. And the one thing I love about this country, because we live in the land of the free, it allows us to have an opinion.
That's right. Our First Amendment
right. It allows us to have an opinion. So thank you, America, for that.
That's right.
The second thing, we're not scientists, nor are we doctors.
That's right.
So we can't dissect a virus. We can't diagnose anybody who may have had a virus or may not have a virus. We're not doctors.
We're not trying to do that.
We're not trying to do that.
No.
We're having a candid discussion because just like you want to know why everybody buying up the toilet paper, I want to know why they buying up the toilet paper, the hand sanitizer, just going crazy.
Yes.
Buying up all of this stuff that they don't normally use.
Yes.
But they buying it up from the people that pretty much use it or pretty much needs it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we having a convo about Caro.
We having a convo about Caro.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Let me just do one thing. I'm sorry. I just got to do one thing. You know, sometimes my stuff be all off. So
okay. While you're doing that, and really, what we're doing is giving our opinion about what we see on the TV, what we've seen in the media.
Honey, listen. I be cussing. Okay, I was cussing. I was on in a meeting the other day, and I had to stop while in the meeting and start cussing. Because Silk, I want people to understand that sleepy, sloppy, creepy, slow Joe and crazy Bernie Sanders, these people are not the president of the United States. So I didn't feel the need or see the need while they were prousing them up on television, acting as if we're supposed to hear from them. And that just, that ticked me off.
Yeah.
And so I went in a full frenzy.
Yeah.
And went the heck off.
That's right.
I think I tweeted out some stuff too.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
So things like that makes me mad. Yeah. When I see the media overplaying their hand and they're using this, what's happening, and they are weaponizing it against our country, against Americans, and against a sitting president, that makes me mad.
Yes. Yes.
What makes me mad too is when I see every election cycle, we always be dealing with a new virus.
A new virus. A new doggone virus.
You know what else make me mad? When I see how the media won't tell the naked, nasty, low-down, gutter-written truth, and they continue to harp on something to keep people up in arms, to keep people not being for sure, not being certain, and to keep people in a panic.
In a panic. Yeah.
And what I learned is that you don't panic in these times.
That's right.
You don't. You just don't.
You just don't. You just don't.
You just don't.
You just don't.
You go ahead, Sil.
But during this time,
come on,
we want to make sure that if you develop any symptoms, and you've been in close contact with a person known to have this COVID-19 strand of this particular virus, or if you've recently traveled from an area with widespread or ongoing community spread of the COVID-19 strand of this particular virus, then call your doctor.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Call your doctor.
You have to have symptoms.
Well, you have to have symptoms. And the two main symptoms is a fever and a cough.
Right.
A fever and a cough.
Right.
A fever and a cough.
Got
Those
that?
are the two main symptoms.
Fever
and a cough.
And a cough.
And call your doctor. I understand that everybody want to have a test. I got to get a test. But here's what you do. Whenever everybody take and go run out there together to get a test and you don't have any symptoms, you can either put your own self at risk, being around somebody that have the symptoms that's infected that could infect you, and you bog down the system. Because they're giving you a test, and that test could have been for someone that needed it. That's why they're saying go to the doctor, call your doctor if you have symptoms.
Call your doctor. That's right.
Okay, come on, let's get into it.
I just want to say, and always remember, you all, we will bounce back from all of this bigger, better, and greater.
Joe Rodriguez said the stocks are weird. Let's talk about that for one moment, Joe. They are weird. But I want you to understand that when you have the media creating this atmosphere or panic, fear, something that's going to happen.
Yep.
This is what caused not only people to panic, but the stock market to panic. So what happens while people are out there buying hand sanitizer, panicking buying hand sanitizers, hand sanitizer, what's happening is the rich is paying attention, and what they do is they selling high, and then they're gonna go back in and buy low. See, there's a reason why we have 1% in this country, because while y'all out there panicking, they paying attention.
That's right.
They are paying attention to the market.
Yep.
And that's what's happening.
And they're banking on your panic.
That's right. They make money
Yep.
off of you panicking like
Yep.
you're doing.
Yep.
They do.
Yep.
They do. That's what makes it weird.
Yeah.
And the media help. They help fuel it.
They do help.
They help fuel all of it. Yeah.
So President Trump on today, he declared emergencies under two different provisions. One is the National State of the Emergency Act, and it makes what that do is it makes it easier for a hospital to have the capacity that it needs.
Right.
It cuts through all of the BS and the red tapes that's been put in place.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is what that do, and it allowed people to have access to the hospital immediately to get immediate services.
Right.
That they need.
Right.
He also declared another emergency, the Stanford Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act, which allows our president to tap into the disaster relief funds from FEMA.
Right.
Okay?
I think it's so many billions. I think it's 40 billion,
50
billion in there
50 billion
that they can tap into, to release to the states to help.
And I think he's already tapped into it. So I think it's down about 35 billion or something like that.
Okay.
Anywho, but the deal is we're learning from all of this for the future.
Thank you, Sean Egan. I love you.
Because a lot of the measures that was put in place, especially during the Obama administration, was not equipped for something like this.
To handle this.
That's right. So when you see all of this just happen suddenly.
Right.
Okay.
Just it's like overnight almost.
Yeah.
It's like we get back from out of town, and all of a sudden it just snowballed into like, what's going on?
That's right.
It's like somebody knew that something was happening before we knew that something was happening.
And with the president being dealt these cards, what he had to do is look at what he had to play with.
That's right.
And there wasn't a lot of stuff in place for him to play with.
So when you hear the media, well, why wasn't this in place?
Right.
What about this?
Right.
Well, when you had the last administration that was not ready or prepared or equipped, they passed that on to this administration.
That's right.
Who would have known that we will be facing a pandemic?
Right.
Just think about that. At a time like this here.
That's right. It's got the left wing, the Democrats, because they're the ones that's been calling this mess.
Right. I'm sorry. I get hot when I think about. I get mad. It's like I get mad. So go ahead,
so when you have them want to blame the president for this, like, why don't you have answers for this? Why don't you know this? Why don't you know that? All he can go off is what he's been told at this particular time.
Right, and what he's been dealt with.
And that's why he's brought in professionals.
Right. Another thing is there's 300 million Americans in the United States. Probably a little bit more, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So he have to get measures because of the old system. He have to dismantle that system and put measures in place to create a new system where people can get what they need.
Exactly.
You can't do that within 24 hours. Sometimes you can't do that overnight.
Especially when you're dealing with these Democrats in Congress that we're dealing with.
Absolutely.
When you got all of this red tape where they want to take and tie your hands so that you can't do this when you need this.
Sam Stamp said Obama had a pandemic and never had this hysteria. Absolutely.
Right.
That's how we know that what the left has done, if they've taken this coronavirus scare and what they've done is weaponize it against America, Americans, and the president of the United States. And the media went along with it. All of this is to tank the stock market, to mess mess up our economy
Yeah.
and to have the American people with nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to understand why I felt the way I felt when I looked up on the television and seen that old nasty slow Joe standing up there like he can do something. But when they had their pandemic and over more than 10,000 people died, why didn't he put a plan in place to save those people?
Why?
I don't want to get upset, Silk.
Well, it's too late.
And can I say this here, you all? So I was watching the news conference. Trying to keep calm. Trying to keep calm, you all. Because I'll catch a case real quick.
Yeah.
And I noticed this beautiful, lovely child of God. Cleverly disguised as an itch.
She was more like a bitch, for real.
Standing up, questioning who the president been around, and he needs to get tested. Let me say this.
Go ahead and say it.
If the president do not have symptoms, I don't believe that the president need to get tested right now. And here's the reason why. If he get tested, he's going to be criticized because we're telling people don't go if you don't have these symptoms. He's damned if he do. He's damned if he don't.
That's right. But now, let me criticize the hypocrisy of the media.
Come on, they hypocrites.
Because your ass has been right there around the president.
That's right.
Are you going to quarantine yourself for 14 days?
Absolutely.
We don't hear from you?
Yeah. Did any one of you itches go get your
check?
That's right.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't be in the press corps. Excuse me, Mr. President. Let me go ahead and handle this itch.
That's exactly
Let me go right on ahead and handle this itch.
Mr. President.
Because that kind of stuff, and that creates division.
Yeah.
That's why we call you the enemy of the people. You don't give a damn. You like this hysteria.
Yeah, they love it.
And for that itch that stood up.
Yeah.
Talking about the hand sanitizer itch, just wash your damn hands with soap and water.
That's right.
Because back in the day, they didn't have no hand sanitizer.
That's right.
I wanted to scream it at the TV.
And when you're talking about this,
come on.
The very thing that people should have been doing anyway, this is causing us to do it.
You should always wash your hands.
Yes.
I was listening to something the other day, and there was this lady. She was telling on this other lady that openly admitted how when she go to the bathroom, she don't wash her hands.
Okay.
Because she lived by herself. So that she claims that the only person she could contaminate
is herself.
But you nasty itch.
No.
You can contaminate anybody when you walk out that house with nasty hands. See, I remember way back in the day when it was not mandatory that you wash your hands.
Right.
And there was this outbreak. I couldn't remember what it was because we were so young. Then it became mandatory that each bathroom have soap, have water, have toilet paper or a dryer for you to wash your hands.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you're out and about or if you live alone.
Yeah.
It is very important that you wash your hands.
That's right.
Not only wash your hands, but wash your body.
Wash your hands.
And see, I live by myself.
Yeah.
And sometime in the middle of the day, I'll jump up and take a shower.
Right.
And we just the other day we had to go into a meeting.
Yeah.
I said, can you give me a moment? Let me take me a shower.
Yeah.
Silk wanted to know what I was doing. She thought I was over here with somebody.
Yes.
I wasn't giving up my cookie to nobody.
Cookies or cupcakes.
What it is that I want my body to be clean.
Okay.
So I will jump in the shower in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Sometime I done took a shower that morning, in the middle of the day, and that night.
But you feel good.
Absolutely.
You got to keep your body clean.
You got to keep your hygiene up and keep yourself clean.
And be mindful.
Right.
Even if you're at a table eating and you blow your nose. So don't do that. Because that could be MRSA.
Mary J said washing your hands won't prevent you from catching an airborne virus that you get from breathing near an infected person.
Right.
Mary J, no, it won't. But tips like washing your hands.
Yes.
Like
it'll keep it from spreading. You're taking precautions.
That's right. Tips like washing your hands. Tips like drinking a little water, making sure your mouth is not dry, because we know that the coronavirus, after doing research, it is said that this here affects the lungs.
The lungs.
Right. You can catch anything airborne.
Right.
But what you don't need to do is be panicking because you can't find no hand sanitizer when all you got to do is use some soap and some water.
That's right.
That's what we trying to tell people.
And it should be done. We should already be doing this. This shouldn't be new to people to where you have to go to the store and everything is out.
Right.
No toilet tissue, no paper towel, no Lysol.
Why you buying up all the tissue?
All of the stuff.
I don't get that part. Why you done sat there, you done bought up all the tissue for what?
Yeah.
Do you think you gonna have the runs?
I mean, what I'm trying to say is, if you already had your supply in your house, we shouldn't have to go out to keep getting all of these different supplies when something like this take place.
LB said it's not an airborne virus. You can pick it up on surfaces. Thank you.
Right.
You can pick it up on surfaces.
It's
you can pick it up
anywhere.
So you have to do whatever you have to do to protect yourself because everything is in the air when we walk out.
Yes.
It's all kinds of stuff in the air. But do you know our body builds up an immunity to some of this stuff?
Yes.
So sometimes some germs are good. Now, I'm not saying this coronavirus is good by no imagination or nothing. I'm not saying that this strain, but I'm just saying that sometimes your body builds up an immunity and sometimes your body can fight off things when you feed it properly. Why do you think you have people recovering? And I think that the news should report on the people that's recovering. Don't always just report just the bad, but also report on how all of these people are recovering. And to tell you the truth, in our humble opinion, I believe the coronavirus, this strain was out last year, probably in October or November, and people were catching it and you thought you had a cold.
Or the flu.
Or the flu.
And you recovered from it because you just thought that you just had a cold or the flu. And didn't realize that it was this particular strand, which is called the Wuhan. Wuhan, is that? Am I saying that right?
Wuhan came from Wuhan, China.
Okay, that's a foreign virus. I don't get the media that have a problem with calling this what it is.
Right. Well, see, they want to say now it's racist. They want to say that because the president is closing off some of these places where they can't come into the United States to further spread this virus, that's xenophobe. And that's not xenophobe, you itches. That's leadership.
That's right.
When he's looking out for the American people. Something that Obama and the Obama administration and Joe Biden was right there with them did not do.
So what about the other 20 questions that the other 20 countries that have implemented a travel ban? Are they also xenophobia or racist?
Right.
I mean, think about that for a moment, you all.
Right.
Our president is doing his best, and he's doing a good job.
He's doing a damn good job
he's
now.
implementing stuff and putting measures in place for the sake of the American people. And I look at the Democrats. How is it that we got to wait on them to implement a bill that's going to benefit the American people? Now, what they're doing, you all, what y'all don't know, is the Democrats is implementing this bill, and in the bill, they got kill pills in the bill.
Come on, tell them what a kill pill is so they'll know.
For example, what they want to do is tie the president's hand so he won't be able to implement this travel ban, if that's what you want to call it. He won't be able to close the border. They're trying to tie the president's hand to keep him from doing what he needs to do for the American people.
Right.
So that the president is like, I'm not signing that. We need to be doing more for Americans. Not all of this other stuff that have absolutely nothing to do with this coronavirus, with the Wuhan virus. And then for the media to be bashing our president, it wasn't even a month ago that the left-wing media was calling this the Wuhan virus.
That's right.
That's what the left-wing media was calling this. This is a foreign virus. Now, let's stop pussyfooting around this.
Come on.
Okay?
Come on, so.
And let's be really real, because when I first heard this, I'm like, something is not right.
Something ain't right.
Something is definitely not right. Now, there's billions upon billions upon billions of dollars that's coming out of the taxpayers' pocketbook.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Billions. All right? But if you remember, Diamond,
come on,
and you all, over there in China, you had a lot of people protesting out there in the street.
Honey, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that because I remember what that leader told them people.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And we was at a hotel when we saw the leader of China. He said, he uttered these words, that he would take and have their bones turned into dust.
That's what he said.
He would crush their bones into dust. And we looked at each other like, oh my God, this man is cruel.
A monster to me.
And then all of a sudden, when you start hearing this stuff through the grapevine, okay, start hearing it through the grapevine, and then I recall hearing that people that were whistleblowers about what was going on over there,
pretty soon they were gone. They were dead.
All and I'm like, okay. Now all of a sudden, it's here,
right?
In America, but now. What I want people to understand is this.
Break it down.
I want people to understand this right here. Because what I got to know and ask myself, and what I've been meditating on, and this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion.
You can have one.
Okay? Was this intentional? And the reason why I say that, you all, is because you got to remember that President Trump is not afraid to go toe-to-toe against the status quo.
Oh, no, he's not.
Okay? And see, China have been ripping away at the fabrics of America through tariffs.
They make all of our stuff. And I used to say years ago, I used to say, if we're not careful, these people are going to own us.
That's right. And after President Trump was acquitted from this impeachment hoax. That was crazy. But once he got acquitted from that, immediately after that, China removed the tariffs from off America because they realized that Donald Trump was not going anywhere.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. They remember that. All right. So China, their economy has been tanking, y'all. It's been tanking. They hadn't been able to rip us off. Right. Because we have somebody with those rough edges that ain't afraid to cut through the bull S.
That's right.
His name is President Donald J. Trump.
That's right.
Yeah. So when I look at this and I found out that China knew about this, and they ordered their officials not to say nothing, to take and remove the specimen, to get rid of it. So if China officials ordered this, and if they knew about this, that means they are responsible for this.
That's right.
And anybody that died after that, guess what? That's murder.
Somebody done committed first
degree
murder.
This is murder.
In the first degree.
That's right. That's right. Because your intent is to kill. If it wasn't, you would have told somebody. And we could have gotten a handle on this months ago.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
I don't want to hear nothing about you left-leaning liberals, especially you mofos that sit up there in Congress.
Yeah.
Because remember what you was doing when China was doing their little stuff was you was sitting up pushing this impeachment sham of a scam. That we were going through, that you were taking the country on a turmoil with your BS.
That's right.
So I don't want to hear nothing from you all.
That's right.
And for all of them that sit up there in government, been up there for decades, even half a century.
Yes.
You sit there and you go along with China BS. You don't call them out. And then I blame you, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. Y'all been in government. How in the hell is China making the majority of our
stuff
medicine?
And medicines. Life-saving medicines.
Where were you all at?
And then CNN, on February the 4th, they uploaded a video where they talked to one of the guys over there before he died. So CNN knew about this as of, and I would say February the 4th, which is a month ago. But why aren't they telling the truth about what the guy done said?
That's right.
Why aren't they telling the truth?
Because they want to create hysteria and panic among the American people, and the ignorant are out there going along with the shenanigans.
Chinese scientists reportedly knew about the coronavirus and its deadly effects as early as December 2019.
Mm.
The New York Post has reported. Now, the New York Post reported this.
Mm.
However, scientists was reportedly ordered by government officials to suppress the evidence, according to the report.
Mm.
Okay? Several genomics companies tested samples that sick patients in Wuhan, the center of the coronavirus outbreak in December. The researchers alerted Belgium of their findings. On January the 3rd, researchers received a gag order from China's National Health Commission with instructions to destroy the samples.
So destroy it, keep it to
Keep it to themselves. Don't tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than hunkering down to contain the virus, Wuhan officials went ahead with their annual potluck dinner for 40,000 families.
Oh Lord.
See,
you see how they did it?
y'all think that y'all gonna pull a wool over our eyes and think we're not gonna see what's going on
We
here.
see it.
Why is the media constantly trying to blame Trump for something that happened in China, y'all?
That's right. And some of you are going along with that. I was on YouTube and I seen this old ugly mofo gonna say he blamed Trump for all of this. When this is China fault.
Yeah.
You need to blame China.
That's right.
And then you need to look at our U.S. Congress and ask them why do they allow these mofos to make all of our stuff.
The alleged cover-up continue when representatives from the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention on January the 8th visited Wuhan, where officials intentionally withheld information that hospital workers had been affected by patients, a telltale sign of contagion. Now, instead of China, they chose to conceal this instead of reveal this. Why? They want our economy like this.
Oh, they
right
want
here.
the economy tank.
Yeah.
They want our president to look bad.
Yeah.
They could care less about us as Americans. All they care about is their own
themselves.
stuff.
Then you had a Chinese woman who anonymously did a video risking her own life, and what she is angered by, she's angered by the countless lives destroyed from the bungling response of the Chinese government of the Wuhan coronavirus. This is what this woman said. She that people are suffering but cannot speak freely.
Wow.
Okay? She claims the Communist Party is primarily interested in suppressing and maintaining power than fighting the disease. Okay? Wuhan is the city in China's province where the recent outbreak of the contagious disease corona was located, but officials don't know exactly where it originated. But we know it's in Wuhan. Okay? Okay? So a senator from Arkansas has suggested that the coronavirus may have originated in a high security biochemical lab in Wuhan, but China has reportedly lied about coronavirus, so it creates a situation that is very grave. The woman that spoke out also expressed her support for independency. See, remember those people was marching over there.
Oh, yeah.
For months.
That's
on
right.
end. They wanted independency.
Freedoms.
Yes.
What they wanted.
She condemns the evil deeds of the Chinese Communist Party and the corrupt regime and evil society, which she says prevents people from speaking freely. The woman points out that anyone who dares to speak out about the reality on the ground in Wuhan is quickly rounded up by the police. Okay, so and I'm going to just implement this right here. Not saying she said this, but I heard that a lot of people that tried to speak out were killed,
taken out of here.
Is what I was told. So once again, I asked this question: did China know? The answer is yes.
Oh yeah.
Did they suppress this? The answer is yes. Are they responsible for this? The answer is yes.
Hell yes.
And is this murder?
Hell
Yes.
yes.
Everybody that's been killed or died because of this Wuhan strand of this coronavirus, China have blood on their hands.
They responsible for this.
And it's time to go after them.
That's right.
Not the American people's
They need
money.
to be paying for
they
all
need to
of
pay
this.
for all of this.
Got
all
the
of
whole
this.
world in an uproar.
Yes, and I believe that this was deliberate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I say it was deliberate because China economy was tanking. And this is a way to get back at President Trump. Now, the Democrats seem to be having a field day with all of this.
Girl, it just, listen.
Celebrating and celebrating about all of this right here.
It's mind-boggling.
And don't realize you're affected as well, Democrats.
Absolutely.
With this being the United States of America, we all are supposed to be working together.
And that's why I don't think a journalist or a reporter should get up and be asking dumb stuff.
Asinine questions.
Let me tell you
like
something.
That.
When we're vulnerable, other countries see that.
Yes.
And that's how the enemy sneak in.
Yes.
Another thing. Fear to me is false expectations appearing real. When you think something is there and it's not. So whatever you fear, remember I told you all this a long time ago, I'll tell you again. You never get what you want.
Right.
I may want to hit the lottery. You get what you think and what you feel. So if I don't think it and I don't feel that I can hit it, I won't hit it.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that if you start thinking and feeling like I'm going to get this, I promise you everything is going to line up.
Right.
For you to be where you can go ahead on and get it.
Yep. The right place, the
right time.
Yep.
That's why you have to carefully watch your thoughts and even watch your emotions.
Yes.
Even with me, I have to pull away from it and get away from it. Because my emotions be so in it.
Yeah.
I don't like the blatant disregard for our president,
That's right.
for America and Americans.
That's right.
Whenever there's a crisis, we supposed to pull together.
Unite.
When it was 9/11, we pulled together.
Yes.
We are going through a pandemic. We have to pull together.
And I love the way our president, when he did his press meeting,
press release.
Did I say it right? I love the way that he's pulling people from different places.
In the private,
from the private sector to work together.
Another thing, the federal government can only do but so much.
Right.
So that's why you have to go into the private sectors. Now, places like Walmart will dedicate parts of their parking lots for them to be makeshift testing centers where you can drive up.
Testing sites.
Testing sites where you can drive up and get your mouth and stuff and your nose swabbed.
And everything get tested.
And then they can send that off for you.
But corporations and companies are working hand in hand together now. This is not about partisanship. This is about being bipartisan.
That's right.
This is not about being a Republican or a Democrat because the coronavirus strand, which is the Wuhan virus.
And that's that. And the strand is COVID-19.
The COVID-19.
That's the strand.
That strand. It do not have a name for it. It don't care who you are, what your electoral status is. It don't care about that.
Or your skin color.
No.
I'm hearing some of my black brothers and sisters say that black people can't get it because they're saying, now this is what they're saying, because of the melanin in their skin. That is a lie. Black people can get the coronavirus.
If you're a human being.
If you are a human being, you can catch this. As a matter of fact, the coronavirus has always been here.
Right.
However, this strain has never been here.
The coronavirus, it actually contributes to creating the cold, like the flu, different viruses, even down to SARS, even down to MERS, even a lot of different viruses, swine flu, Ebola, Zika. It's all there. But the Wuhan virus, the COVID-19, that's the strand that we are talking about, that we have to now combat. And instead of us taking and focusing on fear or catching a fever from the fear. What we need to focus on is them getting a vaccine.
That's right.
For this particular.
Because I tweeted,
strain.
it seemed like everybody is catching fear instead of the virus. We got to
Right.
be cautious with that.
That's right.
DJ Dad Stroke, I will give you a shout out. I don't like your name. Like, DJ Dad Stroke.
Oh, God.
I just don't like it whatsoever. Change that.
Change it.
Because you don't want to call that to you.
That's right.
You
Change
are
your
what
name.
you speak from your head to your feet.
Always remember that. One more thing, and then we can try to take some calls. If
Okay,
you like.
yeah, we can go ahead on and take some
because
calls.
it's been a while since we took
some
calls. But
And I want to also give people some coronavirus tips and coronavirus.gov. You can go there to stay updated, to stay informed, to see how to keep your family, your friends, how to keep everybody safe during this time.
that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
It's time for us to make our own medicines right here in the United States of America.
That's right.
The Trump administration is working on an executive order to eliminate the government's reliance on foreign-made medical supplies. 90% of all U.S. antibiotics were manufactured in China.
Right.
Were manufactured in China. Remember whenever Donald Trump got rid of this fentanyl, he put that ban on fentanyl.
Right.
Stop that. What I wonder what was that was coming over here in America. How are we gonna trust China to give us our life-saving drugs when they knew about a virus that can kill people?
I don't trust China. Okay. I've never trusted China, and because they make too much of you don't put all of your eggs in one basket.
No.
You don't give nobody. That's just like you marry a man that ain't got a thing.
Right.
And you put him on all of your accounts
stuff.
and have him on all your stuff.
Uh-huh.
And now look.
That's right. That's right.
I know somebody that.
Okay. China.
I need to tell the story, Silk, to get it on off.
Well,
of.
you better get it on off your chest.
I know somebody that did that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I shouldn't tell the story.
Tell the story.
Well, I
It's on your
remember
chest.
this lady marrying this guy.
Uh-huh.
I remember this lady marrying this guy.
Uh-huh.
And then when she married him,
Uh-huh.
she put his name on all of her stuff, even down to her bank account, where she had several of thousands of dollars in it.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you what that man did, because he wasn't used to nothing, because he didn't have nothing.
Uh-huh.
He took her debit card, and every single day he would go to the bank and withdraw her money. When she finally looked at her account and realized that it was all damn near down to less than $1,000, that's when she woke up and said, well, I beat. See, you don't. So I said that to say this here. China is a communist country.
Yes.
Why do we have to have our stuff made dirt cheap?
Right.
Why can't we make our stuff right here in America?
Right.
I want to start seeing made in America. And see,
Or
this
made in
could
the
be
USA.
made in the USA. This could be a blessing in disguise.
I was about to say, now God is very clever.
Yes, he is.
Because now people got to work together. This virus don't care who you are, but you got to all live together and work together. Very, very clever. And now I see that they're postponing different elections.
Right.
I wonder if they're going to postpone our main election at least by
The
a
US
year or
election,
two.
yeah.
The U.S. election.
Give
at
President
least
Trump two more
about
extra
two more
years.
extra years. That would be great.
That would be great.
Yeah,
I would
let's
love it.
postpone all of that too.
So are you saying that people are buying up the tissue and putting it on Craigslist? You know what? We're going to say something openly about that, because as far as I'm concerned, that's price gouging.
That's right.
Amazon has been price gouging when it comes to this hand sanitizer. As a matter of fact, I got to send them these little 2 bottles back and put my $30 back on my car. You cannot price gouge in a time where we're all in this together.
That's right.
And I don't know why people take and they use this time to price gouge.
Yeah.
Another thing that some of these states are doing, some of these states are closing down the schools for about a month. Once somebody called me like, oh my God, can you believe? Listen, they are trying to contain it. Let's go through this now. So we won't have to go through this later.
Right.
Is what I say.
That's right.
Okay. And stop all the price gouging. And people, listen, get what you need and leave the rest on the shelf.
Right.
Don't go in there buying up all of this stuff, or the grocery stores or the stores are going to have to start. You can only have this many for this many people.
That's right. That's right.
I hate to say that,
but that's what needs to happen.
Well, that's what's got to happen if
Yeah.
you got somebody going in there buying up everything.
That's right.
And then you had the nerves to be selling that on another market, and you done up the price.
Right.
Well, you know, people need that kind of stuff. It's essential.
That's right.
And leave stuff on there for our elderly, because this virus affects them the most.
Right. And it's because their immune system, when you get older, your immune system is not as strong.
Right.
Okay? It gets weak as you get older. That's why you have to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables and vitamins.
Right.
And, you know,
Donna
right.
Marshall, thank you, baby. She said vitamin C and D.
Right.
Toilet paper on eBay for $50. Whoever's selling toilet paper on eBay for $50, eBay need to hawk them, because as far as I'm concerned, it's price gouging.
It's price gouging. And what you can do, if you ain't got no tissue, do like they did. Remember the baby diapers when they take and
the cloth
diapers? Yeah, that's what you do. You got to do what you got to do.
That's so
you're gonna have to
silly.
wash yourself instead of wipe yourself. Is what you're gonna have to do. One more thing. Okay, so China, of course, have prevented the export of surgical face masks and have severely limited supplies. I thought that they kind of threatened us about the medications.
I heard, but I don't know the 411.
Okay, I don't either. But if they're doing that, look, it's all going to come to a head, you all. Also, we see that, you know, everything is taking place. Now, when everything is going good, you have President Obama that want to take credit for it.
Yeah, when it's
where is his ass at
now? That's right. Do he take credit for the chemical warfare that's been happening in our country? The virus warfare, they putting this stuff into our country. We don't know what the heck going on.
He at?
And it's hard to fight something that you can't see. That's not
don't
tangible.
Know. Yeah.
You don't know. And like somebody said, Diamond and Silk, you're precious. Please don't be hugging and stuff on people. Listen, I'm gonna give you the fist pump or the elbow bump when I see you, the fist pump or the elbow bump until because I love being loved.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I had to come to grips that I'm not gonna get no more hugs from people. I love it when a good smelling man got to hug on me.
Let me tell you.
And take a photo.
I'm gonna say it like this. I am protected by God. Okay? And I know that we had an event and they was talking about fist bumps and elbows and stuff.
We couldn't do it.
And it was like they didn't want you to do that. We was like, look, God got this. Give us our hug and come on, you all. Let's get on through this right here. And we feel just fine.
We feel fine.
Okay, we can't play. Good. We cannot allow Corona to control us.
Right.
We have to control Corona.
And that's what we're doing with them opening up the whatever they're doing now.
That's right.
We're taking control.
That's
and
right.
you may have to go through it for a while to get through it.
Yes.
Because let me tell you something. Like President Trump said, the best is yet to come. This is gonna make a lot of changes.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day. And we're going to take some calls. I used to be like, I wish they had water fountains everywhere. Or not water fountains, but where you wash your hands, sinks and waters everywhere on different corners where it is mandatory that everybody wash their hands.
Yes.
Because that is very, very important.
Yes.
Not just because of coronavirus, but it also keep down other viruses. Because in our atmosphere, when we walk out in the air, when we touch our surfaces, there's all kinds of germs on our surfaces.
That's right.
Now, I'm not telling us to be overly clean because we don't want to build up a resistance. But be mindful.
You have to be mindful.
When you're picking it in your nose. And here's another thing. Can I give you just let me say this here right here. Another thing. For you all that sit at the table.
I was just about to say it
at
again.
The dinner table.
At the dinner table.
Or the breakfast table.
Yes.
A lunch table. And you pull out that nasty snot rag. Or you will take the cloth that you rolled the silverware up in. And just start blowing your nose. You nasty. Ooh. And you should get up.
And what?
And go to the bathroom, do that, and then wash your hands. Because if you don't know it or not, you're spreading germs. Because if that cloth is burgundy, or if it's another color, how are they really washing that where that's going to kill whatever viruses is that's in your nose?
Yeah.
You even got staph in your nose.
I've seen people take the rag out, blow their nose, and then put it back in their pocket and keep right on,
And keep on.
just to go down and take it back out to blow their nose. You
And
don't know where that snot
want to
is
go
at.
shake somebody's hand.
Hand.
And that's how you spread
That's right.
germs.
That's right.
Well, I remember one day my mama was sitting at in the restaurant.
Ooh.
Don't do it in front of my mom.
Don't do it.
And they old too, so don't do it in front of her. But she wasn't
Yes.
that old during this time.
Uh-huh.
And somebody did that across the room. She said, "Stop him!
Yes,
stop
stop
him!
him.
Wait a minute! Stop him!
Yes.
He can't do that. He gonna mess up my whole meal. I won't be able to eat my meal."
Right.
And she had to give him a lesson on why he should not
No.
blow his nose like that in the table.
Especially when somebody
He's
trying to eat.
And you know what? He appreciated it too.
Right.
He should, because he just didn't know. And sometimes, so I think that this whole thing, you all,
Yes.
is a big learning lesson.
Yes.
So instead of being upset because things are closing down, the kids are going to be home, take this time to relax,
Yes.
to rest,
Yes.
and to learn.
Yes.
To learn.
Yes.
When the teacher appears,
Yes.
it's time for
To-
us to learn.
to learn.
Let's see what we need to
Go
learn.
with the flow.
Every experience is a learning lesson.
Find a positive out of it, you all. Go with the flow. We can't get upset if some of our events got canceled or whatever.
Right.
That God has given us more time to get some stuff together.
Absolutely.
To strategically plan and do whatever we need to do. He's given us the time to do it. You got to find the positive out
You
of
have
it.
to
And
find
one
the
more
positive.
thing.
Go ahead.
Whenever you are about to jump up, what is the first thing that you do?
You got to stoop down
You got
first.
to go down. The lower you go, the higher you come up.
And on top of that, if you about to go, if you're on an airplane,
Yeah.
notice that the airplane just don't take off. They push them out and they pause a little
Yes.
bit before they bam.
And then they, boom.
Okay, so I need y'all to listen, you all.
Yes.
Stop all the panicking.
Yes.
Stop it with that, because that ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna do nothing but raise your pressure.
Yes.
And you're gonna end up walking right into the coronavirus.
Yep.
And gonna catch it. And let me tell you something. They talk about the testing kits. Let me say this here.
Go ahead.
Some places have plenty of testing kits. What the problem is that they have to send those kits off to these biological labs, right? And they don't have enough labs or people to accommodate all of these
To
test
test the
kits.
kits.
Right.
Right.
And that's what the holdup is. So that's why the private sector had to come in. The private sector, working with some people in these private sectors,
Right.
so that this stuff can be tested. You can't get no test. It ain't like you pee on the sick at the doctor and they can, okay, this is what you got.
But can I just say this
Come
too?
on,
With all of the money that America has, why aren't we better equipped than this for such a time as this?
I have no idea, because ever since President Trump has
Yeah.
been in office, they've been kicking against him.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his people hadn't even been, what you call it when they have to go before Congress? They hadn't been confirmed.
Confirmed.
So President Trump is working with what he got.
Yeah.
That's why I get ticked off with these reporters and these journalists, how they come at him.
Yeah.
Blame Congress for a lot of this BS.
Yes, that's right.
They the one been sitting up there. How you gonna blame a man that's been in office for almost just 4 years? And you got them old heads sitting up there, been in office for half a century, decades, and ain't done nothing.
you wanna
Allow
blame-
China
and you-
to do this to our country.
Ooh,
You should have got them when SARS happened,
Ooh.
but you all didn't do that.
nothing.
Girl, what's the number?
Okay, let me find the number here.
Paris
Make sure I
Smith
got
said
it right.
schools are closing. Yes. We understand schools are closing, and part of the reason of that, I think, is because even though it doesn't really affect our children, I think that the reason why these schools are closing is because children hands be on everything.
Right.
They don't know to wash their hands unless
Right.
you tell them.
Right.
They picking their nose and stuff. And what they don't want is a young child picking this up and then they go give
Take
this
it
to their
home, to the
grandparent.
older- yes.
To the older. So we're trying to look out for our
And,
elderly.
and it's called taking precautions.
Right.
Sometimes you're going to feel a little uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
It's going to seem a little strange.
Right.
But this is getting us prepared for our greatness, you all.
Right.
Just
so
look
go
at
with
it.
the flow.
Yeah,
Look,
learn.
I love being out loving on y'all.
Yes.
Now I got to settle down. Now I hope that I don't pick up no weight, because I went to my favorite restaurant. I love to sneak in there. They don't know who I am, and I love it. And fix me a nice plate. So I just hope that I don't start back picking up weight.
Well, you got a nipple.
instead of just
And then you got to
eating.
make sure you walk around.
I got to make sure
You
I
got to
walk.
utilize your house.
Utilize
Walk
it and
around.
walk.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the number, you all. So I want you to call in because we want to see what your take is. Okay.
Whenever you call in, make sure you turn down your audio on whatever device that you're looking at us on.
Right.
So you won't get that feedback, okay? If you don't cut it down and we get feedback, I'm hanging up on you.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Saint Pierre for Jesus the Savior said they can make up the time in June. Absolutely.
You
They'll
can
be
make
fine.
it up in June, that's right. But go with the flow. Sometimes with this fight that we've been in for all of these years, our body needs a little rest. So let's utilize it.
Light and Dark says, stop eating those cookies. Let me tell you something, Light and Dark. The ones, those were good, and the ones they sent me with pecans in them, I'm sorry, I just went on ahead and down those. I said, I'm just going to have to go ahead on and down these
like
two.
the Cookie Monster.
Because why would you send me this stuff? But I will stop eating them. I haven't bought them when I went to the grocery store. And I don't buy them when I go to the grocery store.
And do not talk on speaker. Make sure you're on the phone when you're talking.
When you're talking, okay? You're going to get feedback. We don't want that. Okay, so the number is 919-229-9994. 919-229-9994. And somebody, if you're on, make sure you put it on in our Facebook. And our one of the moderators, please post the number on YouTube so that people can give us a call and give us their take
That's right.
about the coronavirus and how they're feeling. I'll give the phone number out again, 919-229-9994. Remind me of that 999 from
Yeah.
from Herman Cain. 919-229-9994.
So if you want to talk to Diamond and Silk
you can give us a
about
call.
your feelings about everything that's going on, just give us a ring.
Okay.
And we will see. So it looked like we have the first caller.
Okay, we have our first caller.
Yes.
And let's go to the phone line. Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk?
Hello, my name is Herbert. I follow you guys every day when y'all go live. I was just trying to send out advice for pastors and churches. I feel like they shouldn't panic. As being leaders, we shouldn't panic like the world. We need to be a better example to them.
Come on.
And also, please leave products available for people that are hardworking. When they get off, there's nothing left on the shelves for them.
That's right.
And that's all I have to say.
That's right.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, darling.
God bless you guys.
I like
you.
what he said.
That's right.
Pastors, stop panicking.
That's right.
And leave product on the shelves when people get off work. Can I just say this here?
Go ahead.
These people, they go and they serve. They're at the restaurant, so when you go through the drive-thru and want your salad from Zaxby's. Oh, I got to go back to Zaxby's. They owe me a salad.
Oh, well, you're not advertising Zaxby's.
I know, okay. And y'all know I eat a lot, okay? And these people are out there doing the work. So we need to make sure that there's stuff on the shelf when they get off work.
That's right.
You go to the grocery store, somebody got to be there to bag that stuff up.
That's right.
So don't leave them hanging.
That's right.
Hey, you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name?
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Keep it moving.
There? You got to speak up.
You got to speak up, because if you don't speak up, child, Hunty, we will hang right up on you. Somebody gonna say they greedy.
Who greedy?
Well, I think when people panic, the first thing is they think of is lack and limitation. I'm never gonna get this again. And then you find yourself with all this stuff that you didn't need. And so when I went grocery shopping the other day, I only got what I needed. I didn't go gravitating and getting all of this stuff because I'm like, I don't need this. And let me leave this for someone that's going to need it.
Okay.
We got another call?
I believe that we do. Let me see. Do we have another call?
Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk?
Okay.
Okay, they just want to...
It's a lot of calls coming
Is
in.
it a lot coming in?
Okay, here we go.
Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk?
Can you hear us? Hold on one second. Okay.
Let me see
what's
how
going on here.
Put your thing on. You know, with this technology, we got to go back to the old stuff with something.
All of this stuff.
Yeah, what the heck is all of that?
Can you hear us now?
Hi, can you hear us?
Jimmy, hello?
I'm listening to
I hear
you, baby. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is all because of Trump's phase 1 deal with China. They had no choice but to sign that, but they're spiteful. You see what they did?
I see
Yes.
exactly what they did.
Yes. Yes, baby.
You're not the only one that think that. We think the same thing. Thank you so much for your call. We believe that too.
Yeah.
Because after that,
Yes.
everything just started. They started lining stuff up.
Yep.
And this was their undercover way of attacking.
Yes. Yes.
And what's sad about it, it's affected everybody around the world.
It has. It has.
And they're
It
going to have to
has.
pay for this.
That's right.
They're going to have to pay for all of this here.
That's right.
So,
So what's happening is
Come
a
on.
lot of the calls are coming in so fast.
Mhm.
So I think I have one right
You
here.
have one?
Let's see.
Okay. Hi, you're on with Diamond and Silk.
Hello, ladies.
Hey, darling.
Oh, thanks for taking my call. I didn't think I was going to get through this quickly. How are you two today?
We're wonderful. I
Doing
hope
great.
you're doing well.
Good, good. It's raining here in Southern California, but other than that, it's a great day. So,
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
yeah, I'm just getting to talk to you guys pretty much makes it exactly what it is.
Okay, so tell me your thoughts about this coronavirus, the panic, the media. What do you think?
But real quick, because I'd just like to say something real brief while I have the attention of your audience.
Okay.
I'm a straight white male. I don't hate anybody. And I just hope that I think I speak for the majority of white people in America. And so the message that I want to give to them is that we need to recognize that black people like yourselves are basically modern day civil rights warriors, okay?
Oh.
And, you know, while it's bad for us to be automatically labeled racist, you guys have it far worse because not only do you get it from the other side, your own people also come down on you. So you guys get it twice as hard as we do. So we have to support as many black conservatives as we can.
That's right.
Because we have to change the message. Because, I mean, face it, you know, racism does exist out there. But
Yeah.
It's nothing like they make it out to be, which is why they have to have these race hoax just
Yeah.
to make it seem like it's a real problem. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
And if you notice that the coronavirus they have no color.
Has no color.
They don't care who
and
it
if you
attacks.
also look at the also note this here, you can go ahead on it.
This
hang
is
it,
so
okay.
much.
Also, if you notice when it comes to racism, look at how as soon as the president started closing off stuff, oh, that's xenophobe.
Phobe.
It's racist.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? If everybody would have had equal rights, we never would have had to have civil rights.
That's
You see
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
So thank you so much, caller. Thank you
Listen-
for your input.
Hold on one second.
Okay. Oh God, there's so much stuff coming
yes,
into.
there's so much coming in. I'm so
I'm letting
sorry.
Silk work the phones. Come on, Charlie.
I'm so sorry.
And racism don't just come in one color.
No.
Racism comes in all colors, and we're
Yes.
changing the narrative when it comes to white folk, when it comes to black folk, and when it comes to our beloved Republican Party.
That's
because
right.
for so many years, for so long, they've been deemed that.
Mm-hmm.
How you on with Diamond and Silk? Hello. This looked like a
Hello?
call from
Yes,
New York.
talk to us.
Can you hear me?
We
I
can hear
can.
you. Tell us your thoughts.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, I love you girls so much. You have no idea how much I have been following you for the past couple of years.
Oh, thank you so
God.
much.
I just want to get something out from Purell. I did it. I have MS, and by rubbing alcohol, glycerin, and aloe vera, shake it up, and you have Purell.
You have Purell.
Wow.
Okay, thank you for that tip. Thank you so much for that tip. Now, I can't tell you all how to make hand sanitizer, but I did hear that it was out there, so y'all have to go out there and you have to research it yourself. How you on with Diamond and Silk?
Hello, this is Glory.
Hey,
Hi,
Glory.
Oh, I got y'all. I can't believe it.
Yes, you do. Where you calling from?
Amityville, New York.
All right, New York.
Okay.
What's going on, sweetie?
I just say that people as far as coronavirus, this is really just practice what you preach. They constantly say in healthcare that wash your hands. You got to just do it more.
That's right.
Wash your
Absolutely.
hands. When you in direct care with people, even if you're not shaking no hands, just wash your hands.
Still wash your hands.
Wash
That's
your
right.
hands.
Soap and water.
That's
Soap
right.
and water. Just wipe your hands. If you can't find a sanitizer,
Most places have sanitizer now today. Even the library, they have a sanitizer up there.
Mm-hmm.
You use the computer and everything. You wash your hands.
You gotta
They
wash your
wipe
hands.
stuff down now more and everything down. They wipe stuff down anywhere at the end of the night or whatever through the day.
That's right.
Just
And
keep-
that's what you have to do. You have to
The
make sure
key
you wash
thing
hands.
is washing your hands.
Because I don't care what you're doing, what happens is you could be walking around and you could put your hands here, you could touch this right here.
Mm-hmm.
But if the previous person have sneezed into their hands and they took and they just touched something or leaned up against it with their hands, with whatever is on their hand, if it's still living, you can contaminate yourself.
You can contaminate yourself. Not only that is, she was saying one thing, and I want to make the point. When you go into the grocery stores,
Yeah.
there's always a container with a little cloth there, a little wipe that you can wipe down the buggy. Make sure you sort of do that. Okay.
That's right.
Whenever you're pushing the cars, whenever you're pushing the buggies or whatever, or for the baby seats or whenever you have to ride that little thing.
That's
what
right.
we have to do is become conscious, because throughout the day, we touch our face. Look at how many times I done touched my face. Now, I'm in the comfortability of my own home, where I got my Lysol wipes, where I've wiped down everything. But
Right.
if I was out and about, I have to actually talk to myself, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. Because
Right.
I have a habit of either adjusting my glasses,
Yep.
doing something like
I'm
that.
always like this right here.
And you have to be cautious.
And it's habit.
And that's how it gets
Yeah.
into you. Somebody said that they're calling this a disease and not a virus. This is a virus.
This is a
you all.
virus.
I don't know why they call. Maybe the left wing media is about to make something else up
I don't know.
and try to make it stick.
I don't
Hey,
know.
you're on with Diamond and Silk.
Hi, this is Tammy. I'm calling from Maryland.
Hi, Tammy from
I
Maryland.
just want to thank you, ladies, so much for being a voice of reason.
Oh, thank you
Being
so
that
much.
conservative voice, and I can't tell you, it's just so refreshing to
Oh,
have you guys.
we love you
speak
more.
for us.
thank you
And,
so much.
I wanted to say one thing about back when it was 2009, I was diagnosed with the H1N1 virus.
Oh,
okay.
And I was on death's door, and I basically was very, very sick, and I had to go to the hospital afterwards. You never heard all this hype when we had something like that.
Never.
No.
No.
Thank you for your call. This lets me know that this is being politicized, and the coronavirus is being used as a weapon,
Right.
to weaponize against the 2020 election, to make our president look bad, to tank our economy,
Yeah.
to leave the American people riding dirty.
Yeah.
They don't care. The left will use whatever they can use.
Yeah.
Now, this could have happened. Everybody could have pulled together.
Together.
This ain't about politics.
Right.
This is about how do we make sure that everyone is safe.
That's right.
But for how many days did they continue to hump on this story like a puppy humping on a pill,
How many days?
creating a panic and a habit? Hey, you on with Diamond and Silk?
Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
darling. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, this is Christopher.
Hey, Christopher.
My thought is on it is that people think it's they buying all the toilet paper off the shelf.
Okay.
And people, it's respiratory, not something that comes out the rear end. Comes out the it comes out the
It's something
the
that,
base,
yeah,
the rear end.
it's in the chest, not in the buttocks.
Absolutely.
We got you.
Thank you so much. But we think that people
Thank
thank you, baby. We think that people are buying up all the tissue so that they can probably sell it on the black market or whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The one thing I hate to run out of is tissue. So I pretty much got my little big little thing of tissue, whatever. I'm good. But the deal is that I believe that they're gonna start cracking down on people that's doing this. We're in a pandemic right now.
Right.
We have a national crisis, and when there's a national emergency like it is, you cannot price gouge. You should not be price gouging.
should not.
And shame on you if you calling yourself an American and you hogging all the tissue from other Americans,
Right.
buying up all the hand sanitizer
Yeah.
and Clorox. You know you don't never use
You
Clorox.
don't even use
you
it.
don't even use wipes to wipe down your
Yeah.
house. You ain't never used no hand sanitizer.
Uh-huh.
Some of you don't even wash your hands with soap and water.
Mm.
Now all of a sudden you want to get brand new because of Corona.
Corona.
Well, if Corona gonna have you like this,
Uh-huh.
then you need to think you have Corona every
Every
day.
day.
If that's gonna keep you clean,
Keep you clean.
keep you washing those
That's
hands.
right. Are you ready for another
Come
call?
on, let's do another call.
All right, here we go.
Hey, you're on with Diamond and Silk.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Oh, Lord, let me see if I can
Hold on,
save
this
her.
little stuff.
All right.
Stuff.
There, I
All
got
right,
it.
my name is Ellie. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hey,
Hey,
Ellie.
Ellie.
Hi.
Hey.
So, two things, ladies, right?
Okay.
First of all, Diamond,
Yes.
I literally almost cursed myself when I heard Joe Biden yesterday.
Woo! Did
was
you,
like,
girl? It just really got. I mean, I was so enraged. I had to go fan myself
Yes.
and calm myself down.
Yes.
He makes me sick.
Yes.
Go ahead,
He
girl.
makes
Go ahead.
So, yes, he's like a paperweight. I can't stand him. I'm like, I can't believe he literally came out here in front of people and tried to sit here and impersonate my president.
There you
Come
go.
on.
There you go. That's it. The same thing he was saying. The president has
here
said.
trying to act like Trump. You're not president.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was plagiarizing
You had
President
8
Trump.
years to do with all of that. You had 8 years.
That's right.
And you didn't do anything.
That's right. That's
So
right.
how dare you come out here in 2020 trying to act cute, trying to talk? No. I was like, no, you're not about to do that to Trump.
That's right.
Okay?
All right.
And secondly, another thing I wanted to say, because I'm going to get out y'all way.
Okay.
First of all, people need to understand this. This coronavirus, number one, it's just a virus. Calm down. All right, number one.
Okay.
Number two, take showers. Seriously. Come on, let's stop acting like we don't take showers. Okay?
Yes.
Take a doggone shower. All these people taking 1 shower a day, 1 shower a week stuff. Cut it out. All right? You need to get back to regular hygiene.
That's
take a
right.
shower every day, twice a day. Come in the house, take a shower. That's that.
That's right.
You know, so that's all I wanted to say to you guys. I absolutely love you guys. I love you guys.
We
all
love
right?
you more.
Keep
Thank you
doing
for
what
your
y'all
call.
doing.
Thank
God
you for
bless
your
you,
call.
All
darling.
right. God bless you guys. Love you.
I like what she said. And
Yes.
I'm a shower girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take a bath, but I'll jump in that shower. Wait a minute. Thank you, Tanya. I'll jump in that shower in a minute, and I don't care what time of day. Another thing that I do, when I walk in the house, the first thing I do is go sit on my toilet. But while I'm sitting there, I'm pulling clothes off. I'm pulling everything off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't care if I've taken a shower for that night. If I leave out of my house, I don't care if it's to go to the car for something.
You got
as far as I'm concerned,
you dirty
the
head.
element is on me. I got to go back in and take another shower before I get in my bed. You cannot get in my bed without taking a shower.
You can't do it,
Oh,
you all.
no.
And
It
I
don't work
think
like
it's just
that.
getting us back to, like she said, good hygiene.
Good hygiene. That's
Good,
right.
If this gonna scare you up to make
To
you
make
go
you-
wash
then
and keep your
coronavirus
teeth
on.
brushed and
Yes.
your hands washed,
Yes.
then maybe we
Wash
need to
your
have
hair.
this moment.
Yes. Keep your
Can't be
your
running
behind
around
clean.
smelling and stuff like that.
That's right. We got another caller.
Hey, you're on with Diamond and Silk. Hold on, baby. Can you hear us?
Hear me?
Okay, yes,
we
I can hear you.
Talk to us.
All right, this is Carmen. I'm from Illinois.
Okay.
I've been listening to you guys, and I just wanted to hear your thoughts of, do you guys think that this is just going to be for a couple weeks, or do you really feel that after this couple weeks it will kind of move forward and all go back to normal because the tests will be able to be looked at, or do you think that quarantine and people having to stay in their houses and businesses being canceled upon schools, do you feel that that's going to become a concern? Because that's just my biggest concern with this.
Okay. Thank you for your question.
you.
Let's answer it. Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever noticed a rainstorm to stay in one place forever? That rainstorm, it always passes right on by.
That's right.
Right on through.
Can I just say this here? I
Yeah.
understand that people are concerned because not only does this affect them, but it affects, if you have money coming in.
Yep.
Or listen to me, you all. We cannot panic. Let me put it this way. If the media would not inform us day in and day out,
Yep.
we as the American people will be on to something else.
You won't hear about
A lot of this stuff is manufactured and created by the media.
Yes.
For us to be in panic and hysteria.
Yeah.
Now, we have to take precautions.
Yes.
We can't go and act like that something don't exist.
Yes.
Even though we don't see it, we can't smell it, we know it exists.
Yes.
And the American people have to feel assured.
Uh-huh.
And the only way they gonna feel assured, because they're not feeling it from the media, is watching these people in these states and our president step up to the plate. This is what we gonna do.
That's right.
So if you do have a concern,
Uh-huh.
at least I know I can go to that testing place and get tested.
Get tested. That's right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Democrats and the left-wing media, especially the left-wing media, let me say it like that, thrive on panic.
That's right.
That's why they do things to create panic.
Mm-hmm.
They want us panic. Look, we always tell you all, especially within the black community, if they can try to make you feel like you are a victim,
Mm-hmm.
then what happens is they are created to make you feel like you're a victim and then throw money at your victimization and keep you feeling like a victim while they don't rob you off from the top.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
It's about throwing money at the problem. So they create it. The more panic, the more money they make. The more they keep panic, the more the people that's making the hand sanitizers make. That's the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop feeding into it and playing into that.
Do I think it's gonna last long? I'm not looking for this to last long. I'm looking for when the weather start to heat up, this go away.
Yeah.
But if we wouldn't hear about it, we wouldn't be in such a panic.
We wouldn't even be in a panic
The
about
reason
it.
why we have to take proper protocol is because if we don't, our president they will vilify and demonize him.
Exactly. They don't want
go ahead.
They don't want prosperity behind his name. The stock market about to hit 30,000. He's getting the trade deal and everything in line. More money to come back here to America. They don't want that under his record as his legacy. They don't want that. What they want under President Trump is chaos
and confusion
and panic
and so right
epidemics
now
like this.
So right now, let's take a pause.
Yes.
I know. I get it.
Yeah.
And this is why I also tell people all the time, don't spend every dime you got.
That's right.
And I know people are on fixed income, so don't come at me with that.
Yeah.
But even if you on a fixed income, I don't care if you take $5 a month or $10 a month. Always put a little something back for a rainy day for times like this.
That's right.
Because we sometimes you can't depend on the government for everything.
For everything.
So you're gonna have to have a backup plan just in case. This is something unexpectedly. We was not expecting this here to happen.
Right.
We was not expecting this at all.
But sometime before you can see the rainbow at the end, you have to go through the storm.
You got to go on through that rain.
And this is the storm. This is what I call a short-term sacrifice. This is our sacrifice to get to the end of the rainbow.
And while you going through the storm, pick up an umbrella and put it up over you so the rain won't just pour. When it rains, it pours. It won't pour on you. Right now, this is a moment for our country, the nation, to pause.
Yes.
There is something that we need to learn, that we need to see, and I don't need y'all to get scared.
Scared about it.
Don't get scared. Oh my God, I fear. Remember, fear, false expectations appearing real.
That's right.
You think something is there, but there is nothing there. So if you start fearing, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. What about this here? What about this? I'm not going to be able to pay my bill. You going to talk that upon yourself.
Your own self.
The one thing that I love about some of these states is they are what do you call that when you take in people that even if you can pay your light bill, if you can't, nobody lights will get cut off.
Right.
Making sure people have electricity. They put certain measures in place because we are now in a national emergency.
Yeah. And for some people, it may be a small blessing to them because they probably didn't even know how they were going to eat or pay their bills.
Absolutely.
And now look.
So I don't want you all to panic.
Don't panic.
I know what we can think about a lot of things. We got shows coming up. Listen, I'm supposed to be out of town within the next week. We were supposed to be out of town all this week. So we couldn't panic.
No.
We had to, okay, God, you must want us to pause and pay attention.
It's something.
So you pause
Yeah.
And you pay attention, because what I found with Americans, we so busy, got to do this, got to do that, and nobody ever take a moment to just pause.
Pause. Stop, breathe, and blow.
To see what's going on.
Uh-huh.
See, when you pause, Now you really get to see the left,
The
Democrats, the media,
The
and
mess.
how they operate, the mess that they create.
Yes. Did you want to take another call?
Let's take one more call.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, you on with Diamond and Silk?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I love you. I can't believe I'm actually talking to you. God bless you, girls.
Oh, we love you
You are
more.
an inspiration to so many people. We love you. I love you.
Oh,
Hi.
I feel the love too.
I feel the love. I feel the hug. Even
Yeah.
though we bumping elbows.
And we doing fist
Fist
pumps.
pumps.
Okay. So what are your
Yes.
thoughts? So what are your thoughts about this coronavirus?
Okay, well, I'm actually calling to just basically, I think, on my end, this is practical application as to why we actually need to have some things in the house. Okay, and so my name is Joyce, and I had sent a couple of things to you, and you about the hand sanitizer.
Okay.
Okay, which is basically alcohol, like 2 parts alcohol and 1 part aloe vera.
Okay.
And someone else recently had said add glycerin, but I don't believe you have to. So that's something you can do. Another thing is ivory soap, which is really inexpensive. It has a very high amount of lye in it, which makes it a very strong disinfectant.
Mm-hmm.
So my vet years ago had actually told me to, if my dog was ever bitten or if I was ever bitten, we were talking about rabid animals because we had been visiting somewhere.
Okay.
And he said the first thing you do is you rub if you ever get bitten by an animal, clean yourself with ivory soap. And he gave me that reason because it's so high in lye.
Oh,
And he said then call the doctor. So for your pets and for yourself, if you need to wash your hands, ivory soap, which is really inexpensive, is a great hand sanitizer. Okay.
Okay.
The other thing is vitamin A is it boosts the immune system. Now, vitamin A is one of those vitamins that can build up in your system, and it's not healthy if you have too much.
Right.
But if you have if you use it as carotene, which is carrots, like carrot juice, or you get beta carotene in the pills, that will not build up in your system. So I recommend there's plenty of juices that are sold now that are pure carrot juice, bottles of that, like Bolton's or something. And you can have a little bit of carrot juice every day, every other day. It'll just help boost your immune system.
Right.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And then the thing I'm thinking of is what I'm doing, and I think this is a wise thing for everybody to be aware of, is I'm saving things that in case I am sick and I'm at home, what do I need? That's what my thought process is. Like soups, canned chicken, because you don't want to have too much tuna. There's a lot of mercury in it, so
And I love
chicken
tuna.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if there's, but we're not supposed to have more than 1 can of tuna a week because of the mercury content. It's not good for your brain.
Right.
And so canned chicken is tastes really close to the tuna, and it doesn't have the mercury in it. So I highly recommend that. And also, enough water, like bottled water, enough juices, like V8 juices have a lot of great combinations of juices and things. Like if you were, if we were to be sick and home for 2 weeks, say, what would you need? You need juice, you need soup, you need food that you don't have to cook.
But what I don't want people to do now, but I don't want people panicking going to buy all of this stuff. And another thing, please watch the juices because of the sugar content that's in the juice. I'm not an orange juice girl, but what I do in the morning is I will make me a fruit smoothie with kiwi, pineapples, orange, lemon, sometimes lime, blueberries, blackberries, black raspberries. Black raspberries are expensive, but I do. And I'll put all of that in a smoothie and blend it up to get my vitamin C in. So if you're not an orange juice drinker, please be cautious with that. And I don't push vitamins on nobody. So make sure you do your own research. she was explaining about the vitamin A, and you
Right.
don't want to just go start popping vitamin A because your body can build up
Right.
a toxicity to that, and you
And-
find yourself in trouble.
and you got
But
to
the thing is, I love what she was saying. Keep that immune system up.
Well, yeah, you keep the immune system up, but you also got to realize that if you're on other medicines,
That's right.
you got to be cautious whenever you're taking certain vitamins with those medicines.
Right.
But she did have a lot of good tips.
A lot of good tips,
Yeah,
you all. Okay,
yeah,
y'all know we're not doctors or anything.
No.
but just make sure that you're eating healthy. Don't. It is so delicious,
good.
but she right. I shouldn't eat so much of that.
Yeah,
I love
girl.
fish and
Yes,
stuff like
yes.
that. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Okay, so listen, you all. Let me give y'all some tips before we go because we got to get out of
Okay,
here.
yeah, we gotta
Make
get
sure
outta
you
here.
wash your hands. You want to make sure you do it for 20 seconds. Don't touch your face, your nose, your mouth. If you don't have hand sanitizer, make sure you use soap, okay? When you come home, the first thing you should do when you walk in the door, make sure you wash your hands.
Yes.
And then if you go sit
Yes.
on the toilet, I like to start pulling off all my clothes while I'm sitting there. That's me, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just feel-
Everybody can't do that because everybody don't live by themselves,
Oh, okay. Oops.
so they can't do that.
And then another thing, you all, I know that we love shaking and hugging on each other, but right now, while we're going through this process, we're just gonna do the fist bump or the elbow, the fist pump or the elbow bump is what we're gonna do.
So
instead
even
of
if you're
shaking hands.
married, so are you saying that even if you're married, you should do the fist bump and the elbow?
I don't know what to say about the married couple.
Yeah.
y'all got to watch each other because if that person catch it, you don't want it. You see what I'm talking about?
No, I see what you're talking about.
Okay. Also, when touching on light switches, elevator button, gasoline when you're dispensers, when you're getting your gas, be mindful of that. Get you a little napkins when you about to go into the door,
Uh-huh.
and use that to touch it. If you can't, see if you can use your sleeve. Okay. If not, get you some hand sanitizer. If you don't have that, don't touch your face and your mouth. And as soon as you get to soap and water, make sure you wash your hands.
That's right.
With soap and waters, okay? And like I said, most of these grocery stores or these stores have the disinfectant wipes that you also can use and take advantage of.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep hand sanitizer. If you have enough, keep one in your car. Keep one in your house. Keep some in your house.
Yeah.
Because see, when you're in and out, like I had to run out. But the one thing that I did when I got back in the car is keep it out of your lungs. I even read something where somebody said, sipping on water. Make sure you sip on waters. You don't want your throat to get dry. Now, I'm not telling you this for you to go buy up all the water. Just sip on a little water,
That's
you all,
all.
is what I'm saying.
That's right.
And make sure you visit coronavirus.gov. That have a load of information there to keep you and your family safe.
That's
Listen, when we all come out on the other side,
Yeah.
I want to see your loving faces with your
Yes.
smiling. We did this. Our president did this, and our president has handled all of this.
So
okay,
the deal is turn off the very fake news and the fake news and just pay attention to our president. He is our leader
right.
of the United States of America,
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking to lead and guide us in the way that we need to go here because he's concerned about we the American people.
Right.
He's concerned about our survival.
That's exactly
so
what
that's
it
who you
is.
pay attention to.
That's exactly. Listen, you all, I had a good time being on with you all. We probably said on about an hour, 30 minutes.
I don't know how long, but it's been a while. But the deal is we're here. We want you to know that we're here.
We love y'all. We're
not
okay.
sick.
We're not
okay.
sick. Somebody thought we were sick. We're not sick. As a matter of fact, we're working on this book. We're almost finished, you all.
Yes.
So what this allowed, it freed up time for us to really nail this down and get this finished and completed
Yes.
and done and over with, and we're almost
Almost
there.
done. Yes.
So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
We are in very good health. Stop believing the fake news media. Everybody in the blogs, when they start talking about diamond and silk, and they don't know what they're talking about. If we didn't put it out, 9 times out of 10, it ain't nothing but a straight lie.
Straight
and
lie.
especially if we don't respond to it,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, say
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Don't forget, every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we pray for our president.
Yeah.
We pray for this country. You know, we was just there at the White House with our president, and you see us in that picture praying with our president. And you know what? I don't know if it was for such a time as this, but we are praying that he have the strength to make it through whatever the left, whatever the devil decide to throw at his way. He will be able to take it just like a champ, catch it and keep on going.
And how you throw him in a pack of wolves,
Yes.
he'll come out leading the pack.
That's right.
And the wolves.
And the wolves.
And another thing, you all, I want us to agree every day at 11:21. Listen, remember, we're not going to get what we want, but if we think and we feel that this is going to be a quick process,
Yes, on one accord.
we
have to
all
be
get on one accord. This will go away.
That's right.
And it'll be, we're on to the next thing.
Yes.
So I want you all to touch and agree that this is going to go
and
away.
we believe in the power of prayer.
We surely do.
We've been able to handle all of these different hosts, all of this different stuff that they've tried to push on us, everything that the enemy tried to throw our way. We've been able to far succeed past that. So we got to go through this here fear of the unknown.
That's right.
In order to get to the end and see the rainbow.
And see what the end
but
is
you
going
can't
to be.
do it. But you can't do it in fear.
That's right.
You got to do it knowing that you're going to get to that end.
Feeling as if the thing has already happened.
That's faith.
Listen, we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We called the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So, in the meantime, in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye,
we love
baby.
y'all.
And wash your hands.